So Sergio asked me a great question. Is it true that people in general are resistant to change? That's a big question, and the jury's out, but we can say one good answer is yes, and the other good answer might be no. So there is resistance to change. We've all experienced it ourselves personally and with the people we live and work with. What is change though? Change is learning, and learning happens at a sensory level. What is change? Change in the sense of, in the cognitive area, we intend to be at sensory level, motor level, and a cognitive thinking level. And it's basically a short word for a longer word, learning. So how does learning come about? It comes about through changing circuits in our brain, memory circuits and motor circuits, and also sensory circuits. Change is a tricky thing. It's hard to change from not knowing something to knowing something, and then to unlearn and relearn is another level of complication as well. So an example I'd like to give is a great video I saw just recently on the internet about an engineer that changed his bicycle. And a normal bicycle, when you turn handlebars, the front wheel turns the same direction. He made a bike where turning the handlebars to the right sent the front wheel to the left, and turning the handlebars to the left sent the wheel to the right. Now it took him, an intelligent guy, an engineer, it took him 5 minutes a day for 8 months to learn how to ride the bicycle in this new method, which is quite persistent on his part, but he won it in the end. What did he do? He basically had to suppress, if not cancel, old algorithms for bike riding and learn and reset new algorithms for riding a new bike, which means at a practical level, making molecular changes and cellular changes in the brain, making new connections and new pathways for balance and for motor to ride the bike in this new way. But the fun part is, when he went back to riding a normal bicycle, it took him 20 minutes to unlearn the new method and go back to the old method. Which means that yes, we are effectively resistant to change, at least on a motor level. Once we've learned one system of doing things, then we stick to it. And you'll find also when you go to work or go to a place you've often been to, we tend to go by the same route in automatic, autopilot, and not think about new routes. But some people do. Another example comes from a few decades ago of mice in a maze, and some sneaky experimenters would put cheese in a maze and allow the mice to wander around the maze and find the cheese in the middle. Then what did they do? They semi-starved or kept hungry one group of mice and kept the other group well fed. Then they opened a pathway from the entrance to the maze directly to the centre of the maze where the cheese was. And the interesting part is the hungry mice went the old way that they'd learnt, the long way round through the maze to get to where the cheese was. Whereas the well-fed, satiated mice found the shortcut and went straight to the cheese. And there's a moral in that somewhere. So learning is difficult, and it depends on pressures from externally and how you are internally as well.